back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the storm that is brewing between Dodge, the CEO of Dodge, Tim Kuniskis, I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce his last name, but the CEO of Dodge, and the very, very, very angry Dodge Durango Hellcat owners. So when the Durango Hellcat first was marketed to the consumers, it was marketed as a 1 year only limited production of 3,000 units vehicle, so a collector vehicle.
And finally, the new 2021 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat goes fast, both literally and figuratively. After opening for orders in November, the Durango SRT Hellcat production SUV is officially sold out. The SUV was created as a single model year run, ensuring that it would become a very special, sought-after performance SUV for years to come. While all dealer allocations have already been reserved, there may be time to secure an unsold dealer order. Those are this week's top.
And now, after a few days ago, Dodge released the new Charger two-row EV muscle car, and they also announced that they're going to produce a lot more Dodge Durango Hellcats for 2023.
Yep, there's still time to get the most powerful SUV ever. The Durango SRT Hellcat is back for the 23 model year, and even though they were able to figure out how to keep building it, you all know the stories you heard about emissions, compliance, and blah, blah, blah. It is not detuned. Still 710 horsepower, 645 pound-feet of torque, and still the best-in-class towing, and most importantly, it's the most badass SUV you can buy, period.
Why is this a big issue, and why are all of the Durango Hellcat, I guess probably not all of the Durango Hellcat owners are mad, but I have a Durango Hellcat, and it seems like a very large number of them on Facebook are very, very angry. So why are they angry? Well, it's just like anything. If you're a corporation and you market something to the consumers as a limited production or a 1 year only collector's item, you cannot go and then make more of them. This would be like if Ford had a storage unit of like 10,000 Boss 302s that have been sitting there for 50 or so years, and they just pull all these brand new mint condition Boss 302s, and then none of them are worth anything. Same thing with the Durango Hellcat. The issue with the Durango Hellcat is it was such a limited production run, and the dealers, it had an $80 or so thousand MSRP. And then the dealers were marking these things up to $100, $130, and $160,000. I feel very sorry for the people that paid $160,000 for these Durango Hellcats. They are a very cool car. I think mine's very cool. It has the, the red leather interior, all the red stitched accents. But at the end of the day, there is a very large group of people that are very mad. So it almost might get into some sort of class action lawsuit between Dodge and these consumers where they had false advertisement to sell these, these 3,000 units as fast as they could.
Has recruited me and another guy. Now we are getting 3 people each. The more people that get involved, the more people who are investing, the more money we're all gonna make. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not even a scheme per se. I have to go make a call.
Because they almost instantly sold out. So the issue we're going into is, a lot of people are saying that don't have Durango Hellcats, why are you guys crying about it? And a lot of people that do have Durango Hellcats probably don't even know about this, and probably some of them didn't even buy the Durango Hellcat to have as a collector's item, and some of them are wrecked. So the people that do have them still, and how many are still left that aren't wrecked, I know a few of them, probably at least a couple hundred of them have gone through the auction as wrecked vehicles. How low is this number? And how is that going to affect the price, because they're still trending upwards through sales. So you can't get a Durango Hellcat from the factory yet, and the prices on them are still in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So is this going to drop the price substantially? It is very, very likely. So what I'm seeing is, a normal Hellcat, my Challenger Hellcat behind me, they were, I think, around like a $75,000 to $80,000. I think the sticker on that was like $85,000. But now it's only worth around, 50-ish thousand, 55,000, depending on who is looking for a Challenger Hellcat. And, it has 11,000 miles now. What can I sell it for? But the fact is it's going to lower the price once they start this production, and probably pre-production, because people know that they can now wait and get them for, $80,000 instead of having to pay a premium at over 100,000, 120,000. So I think that the Facebook group is Dodge, I think Dodge Durango Hellcat owners, and there is somebody leading this, and his name is Stacy. Doesn't have a last, I believe there's not a last name, but he does have obviously a Hellcat Durango, and that's why he is so mad, because he bought it as a collector's item. I kind of got my Durango Hellcat for the same reason, because I knew it was going to be a limited production run, and I was going to have something that, even though I got it how it was still going to be worth more, because it was limited production. You can't get them. But now Dodge is probably, who knows, they're probably going to make 10 to 20,000 of these things, where they're not going to be really worth much. They'll be worth $80,000 new, but you won't be able to get anything out of them, because, and I didn't buy mine to get anything out of. I bought mine because it just makes sense to have new and original content on YouTube, and a Durango Hellcat being so rare as they were, it just made sense, and it made sense for the channel. But now at this point, does it really make sense? Did it really make sense for me to put like a $15,000 paint job on it? I don't think so now. So I think Dodge is going to be, if this lawsuit goes through and Dodge does end up having to shell out money in a class action lawsuit, they may end up having to shell out maybe $10 to $20 to $30, $40,000 a unit, which is going to be a very big hit for Dodge. So we'll see what happens with this. I know there is a really large group, even not in the Durango Hellcat owners, because the Demon's the same way. If they came out and made another 10,000 Demons, it's a limited production run car. It's a collector's item. So I think this is going to be a very interesting time. I think, Dodge is kind of going out with a bang in 2023. They see that they're going to be in the 100% EV market. They really don't care about their previous consumer group, because those consumers are into having supercharged V8s and having, actual gas powered or fossil fuel or petrol powered engines. And they know that these consumers most likely are not going to purchase these EV muscle cars or these EV or hybrid cars that they're making with the 1.3 liter turbo, which has 300 horsepower with an EV drive. So it's what it seems like is, it's sad to say, because I do so much Dodge stuff, and at one point in time I was like, it would be really cool to work with Dodge. But then I've talked to quite a few people that have, and they're like, it's not really worth it. So at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. I know I just did the video on the Charger EV muscle car, and I threw quite a bit of critiques at it. I mean, I wasn't 100% against it, but at the end of the day, there was so much more that could have been improved on it. And I think that Dodge doing this is just kind of being like throwing the middle finger up to their consumers and being like, we'll do whatever we want to get the rest of your money until we go fully electric and have a whole new consumer group that doesn't, you're not going to be our consumer group anymore. We're going for this new electric market consumer group, which I think is going to bite them very hard at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens. I thought this would be a really good video to kind of make. I wanted to have the guy that was kind of fronting this, that is going after Dodge with his lawyers, he's talking to them, etc. But if you like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.